So, hey guys, it's been a while. How's everybody doing? Hope everybody had a good couple weeks. Everybody's doing well. I've been busy, been putting off filming, but it's okay. I need to set up this next week, and I figured it's the one I've been talking about doing, so I figured I'd bring you guys along to get that done. Can't believe we're already in March. So this is what this has been looking like so far. This week. Let's see, this is last week. I really had a hard time with the separation on this. This one was okay. You can tell when I don't finish out and I don't care about filling it in. This is what happens. So, I love the colors, but I'm not a fan of blocking each day out like this. So, this week I'm going to go back to normal. Or my normal, typical layout, really. But I want to do an ivy stencil with my distressed ink, and I wanted to take you guys along with that. So, I'm going to do that. Let's see. I need to... Okay, I think I'm going to use my green pens for my lines. So I already have my bill page set up and everything for March. I don't have all my stickers in yet, but my bill stuff set up. And then I wanted to show you stuff. I got some stuff from Happy Planner, so I wanted to share that with you guys today. I love stickers, as I think a lot of us do, and so I'm a little happy about that. All right. So I went ahead and I actually, believe it or not, got all my crap prepared this time so that I can just hop right in. Let's see. I don't remember. This is a random stencil that I got from Joann's, I think. Anyway, so I figured I would kind of, I'm not sure exactly. It's just going to sit in the background. It's not going to, and if I go off the edge of the pages, that's okay. So there is no rhyme or reason to this. I don't really care about how it turns out. I think we're going to use this color, Mowed Lawn. We're just going to have a little fun with this. I've done stencils in distressed ink before, so it's never really dark, even though it showed up dark. So I'll still be able to do my lines. Not showed up dark. Even though this shows it as dark, it won't be that dark once I get it laid down. So that's what I meant to say. And I just press, make sure I'm holding down my stencil good. Try to get it in the crease here. And let's see. Wow, that could have been a little darker. Let's see if we can go back. Try to get it lined up here again. There we go. That I feel a little better now. If I get a second copy of the image, it's not a big deal. I use baby wipes on these, which I keep a pack or two around because they're inexpensive, and I just wipe it off. So that's not bad. Let's go on this side with this one. And we're going to do half here. Now I could go on top of it with a lighter color, which maybe that's what I'll do here too after this. We'll go back with a different green, give it a little texture. Not an expert on this at all. I don't remember how I heard about distressed inks, but I absolutely love them because you can use them anywhere. Maybe I'll go like this. That's what I'll do. And let's do a different color. Let's do this Twisted Citron. Who was it that I'm trying to remember now? But anyway, I love this stuff. It gives you a hint of color in the background. Not overwhelming, not overdoing it. You can write right over it. You can actually do it over the words you already have on the paper. You don't have to worry about, you have to let it dry a little bit. That's kind of cool. Let's see. Let's do a little bit down here. Yeah, it really doesn't affect anything. Once it dries just a little bit, it doesn't smudge or anything like that. It has a little bit of a feel, an odd texture. It's not like it's grainy like some watercolor can be chalky. It's not like that. But I like that. Okay, so then I'll just draw my lines around it. I was going to do green lines, but I did green lines here. This is the following week. That's just coming from the stencil with my Statlers. I think I'm going to put my water and stuff in my journal, so I'll just cover this up with stickers. But beside the point. Anyway, so distressed ink is pretty awesome. I'll pull out my journal. Hold on just a second. I'm going to grab it. And then I'll show you guys. It doesn't smudge if you put it on anything else. If you put it on, let's say, let's just do it on this one. So I like to I don't have a stencil or anything for this, not usually. Oh, I need to back this out a little bit. I apologize. Okay, but if you just go in like this, look, it just adds a little bit of color. My camera's shaking, I apologize for that. But look, it just adds some color. So, yeah, sometimes I'll go across here on the page in the middle. But distressed ink is probably my favorite. Now they have other ones that are bigger. These are Tim Holtz, and they have some that are bigger, and they're actually they end up being a darker pigmented ink, so you have to kind of be careful with those. But they're fun. I have a bunch. I have these, and I have my pinks and reds and another one. I just got them at Michael's. Michael sells them. Hobby Lobby sells them. But anyway, so my moleskin's going very well. I'm really enjoying. I've done a flip through of this before, so I do have to set up the next week in there. I don't know if I'll do that on camera or not. But anyway, so I'm going to go ahead and keep with my regular weather, meal, and water here. And I didn't take my lines all the way down here because I'm going to leave it open this week. And then I'll just do my to-do list. But this is it. So I wanted to keep it very simple. So let's see. Okay, stuff from Happy Planner. I'm gonna put this up here. So it came with some washi tape. It's like a blue, your magical or your magic. And then some smiley faces. Not my favorite. I'm not a pastel kind of person, but anyway. So I got it because, well, I really wanted this pouch. They had this new pouch. I'm not sure when it released, but then it's got a band to hook onto your planner. But I really wanted it because I was going to see if my Hobonichi would fit in there. Way too big, obviously. But my thought is that when I want to carry around these sticker books, I have one that I'm going to use per week. I can put it in here, and then I can put washi tape or coordinating stuff that I'm using together. So that's why I wanted this pouch. And it is, you can tell it's quite a much, sheesh, way too big for my Hobonichi. And now if I went like this, maybe I could put my phone and my car keys in here. That'd be kind of neat. I don't know. Anyway, I really liked this. So, sticker books then. I got this as a seasonal, just a seasonal, but it's all of their, you know, it's for spring, winter, fall, and summer. I'm going to do a quick flip. Oh, and there went my camera again. Summer. I really like it. I can use this in my journal. I'll use the full boxes for my scripture. Makes me want fall back. I just don't want snow. I don't want winter to come. I just want fall again. My favorite season. So pretty. I know, very quick flip, you guys. Quick flip. It's huge. I'm sure they have flips elsewhere. There's other people that do excellent flips of this, but I wanted to use that for my journal. This is what came in the pouch. This one and this one came in the pouch. So these crack me up. I'm thinking these are lightning bolts, stars, and like asterisks. I'm like, how am I going to use this in my journal? Like, I mean, this is cute. I probably would use this. Add a little spice. But look at the little mushrooms and the lava lamp. So 70s. Very cute. I'll find a way. I'll put them in there. They just crack me up. The little dancing mushrooms is what gets me the most. So, and then this one, pretty much the same thing on a smaller scale. Really cute. These little mushrooms. And then I got the seasonal floral. I am not a floral person per se, but I love the color of the Christmas florals in this one. So, and since I'm back in my moleskin, now I have room for all of the stickers. Big ones like these. Summer and spring. I actually liked the colors because they weren't like super duper pastel. And then this one here, I liked this one. This one is interesting. When you go look at it on the website, it really doesn't give you the sense of what it is. I need a piece of paper. Let me pull it out here. So they're like on acetate. And I don't know if you can see, but that's holograph lettering. The glare is really crazy, and that's what you'll notice with all of these. So I really liked, the white ones are really hard to tell. What I would do is probably take a highlighter, color under the spot I want to put it in, and then put it down. But these ones I love. I think are my favorite. They're like a watercolor doodle. But they're all these acetate pages with sticker on them. So this one's hollow. This one just says plan, rest, errands. These are white. Anyway, so they go along. I can use a lot of these in my moleskin. I can use a lot of these in my weeks, because I like using the little dots. These are crazy because technically you could use all of the little boxes in here. It's really hard to see, but there's one inside. Okay, well, that's not going to work for me on film, but one inside and then the outside box. So, kind of crazy. I'm excited to see how this works and how I like this one. This is something unique for them. And then I got this one. This is the gentle reminders. So I always like big quotes, and I can fill a page with these if I want to, if I have nothing else to put. So I like the fall vibe colors, the blues and the browns and the grays. So, but anyway, that's where we're at right now. Nothing much else is happening, you guys. I think, let's see, we're only at 15 minutes. I wanted to share a flip or two of one of my other journals that I found. So I'm going to do that really quick. All right, so I've been kind of going through this little phase where I get tired of the weeks. And I'm like, oh, do I want to change? I want everything in one place. And then I work through it to think about, okay, can I have the same layout and have all my collections? I guess if I were to switch in that respect, you know, I could do rings, or I could do like a happy planner, which I've talked about that before. Sorry. I've made all these printed out all these pages, and I could put them in here. So I was kind of thinking about that. I'm like, well, would it be something to do vertical all the time? I printed out a weekly layout that maybe, oh, okay, this might be fun for a change if I wanted to change it up. I could print it and put it in here. So I don't know. There's so many things that I love about the weeks that it has everything in it. The only thing it doesn't have is journaling, but with mini happy planner, I don't know if I'd put my journaling in it anyway. So, but I was looking back at these. So this is, when I was doing dailies, this is one that I really found that I really, really enjoyed. I searched and scoured everywhere for a daily planner, and Full Focus is basically goal-oriented for entrepreneurs and business owners, and it doesn't matter. Anybody can use them. It's not like that, but I see that a lot in their focus. The thing I really enjoyed about it is that it had everything in there. It's in a 3-month time frame. So that's, this is 3 months. So you'd have to have 4 books. They're expensive. It's like $160 for 4 books for the year. I'm like, ugh. Anyway, so it has its downfalls, of course. I really just enjoyed the concept of having everything in there for a day. And so I used them for a while. I used 2. I don't have any more than that. I was like, well, I don't know. So none of this is originally what it comes and looks like. Of course, I covered this in a washi tape. Added stickers. It has a little water damage. Oh, coffee. I spill coffee on every single one of my planners for some reason. That's distressed ink. That's not dirt. I went around the edges and did that. But anyway, so I'll kind of do a flip. They have you set up your annual goals. Then you break each one of them down, and this helps you track them, your reward, your key motivation. You could set up this page essentially in any planner you're in. But anyway, so those goals that you broke down here go in here, or that you wrote here will go in here. You break them down, their habits. So they have a bunch of these. Then it goes right into the monthly. They have 3 months right here in front. And then it goes into your rolling quarters. So essentially it's this way. It's just like the front of the Hobonichi Weeks. You have 12 months worth, and you put all your stuff going on, and then it can move to the, you know what I mean? This will cover your whole year. So this is pre-planning, your pre-planning section essentially. And then this is your daily rituals. So your morning habits, your evening habits. And then your ideal week. So you would, per your time frame, you'd set it up what each time frame you'd like to do. You know, what you want to do throughout the day. Which I've used this concept in other planners too. I've set up an ideal week, which I have that in my weeks. I took that idea from this, and I put it in my weeks. It's kind of the same concept. Not exactly, but close because I've gotten away from the timing the times. But this is how my ideal would go, essentially, as far as my cleaning and my laundry and everything that I do on daily tasks. That's what this is. I just don't have work written in there because I know when I work. So I've kind of taken this same concept and put it in my other planners. And then this goes into your first day. Anyway, I'll try to be quicker. So essentially then it just goes into your days. So you have 5 days here. This is when I first was getting started, trying to figure it out. The pepper is yellow. It's almost the same color as a moleskin or the Weeks. So it's meant to be easy on the eyes, which I do notice a difference if I'm in it every day. Saturday, so they have a bunch of things that help you with your goals, help you to remember to look at your goals, check-ins. And then this is your weekly, at the end of the week, how'd you do, what needs to change, which I think was really clever. And then you have things that you can do for your weekend to make sure that you get the most out of your weekend. This was just blank notes. I made this weekly setup because I really wanted a week. They have 2 different versions. This is the older version. They have a newer one that has this already set up in for you. So I'll show you that on my next one. But so essentially it goes from 6 to 8. This, my morning routine, work in the evenings, any big priorities, and then to-dos. And I did all kinds of stuff with this. I added my scripture down here. So essentially the things that I do now in my weeks, it just has this notes page. And I can use this for my journaling. So it will be all together. Or I can use it for notes or whatever. Like at work if I needed to. I wouldn't pull this out of work. That's a thing I have. But beside the point. So. And I used this for a little while. I really enjoyed it. I think I really got hung up on the times. And I've decided for myself that I have to walk away from timed dailies like this at time. It's a love-hate relationship for me. Anyway, so I'll just do a quick flip here. You can kind of see I've added my pictures to this. There's some distressed ink. See, some of it was really dark. So anyway, I really did enjoy this. So there's some more distressed ink and stencils. Oh yeah, this is a tick. We got this at work. Somebody had pulled it out and they're like, oh, what is this? It's a tick. It was like this big here in my nail. It was huge. Anyway. So yep, I filled this with ephemera. I put everything in here that I would put in my journal. So I came back here and I did a couple, like I skipped a little while and then I was like, well, I came back in here and I was like, could I do it this way? Could I do it this way? How would it look if I put this in here? That's what all this is. I just can't, they're blank, undated. So I used black pen and just wrote in kind of how I thought I would, if I went back to this, how could I use this again? How can I use my stickers up in here too? So, see, I really enjoy this. I liked this. And this one. And this one here, I turned the timeline. This is a Saturday. I just put my pictures here. I haven't glued them down. I am horrible about gluing pictures down in my journal. I use this to journal because it's Sunday and we didn't do much. But, yep, I tested out some more stickers in here. And then I just did one the other day that I thought I was like, okay, if I take the concept of my weeks and put it in here, could I use it could I switch to this to have my journal and all my stuff in one place? That was what I was thinking. I was like, okay, well, I could bullet journal, I could get a moleskin, I could do all of these things to try to have all my stuff in one place. But this was my first go-to. What did I do with that? Now I'm not going to be able to find it. I might have done it before this. But anyway, could I use this as something for my weeks? So back here is notes. They have sketch pages. Then that would be my other thing. Do my collections go in here? Do my bills go in here? The stuff, everything that I have in my note pages in the back of my weeks, can I put it in here? So that's where I get hung up on. I think this is where I did this. Right here on a Monday. So I have these. You've seen my weeks, right? So you know. I would do my weather, meal, and water over here in the priorities. This is my little to-do list here. This would be my exercise here. If anything big's going on, I will put it actually in a sticker here. My night job and my scripture. So I can have everything that I see here. I wouldn't have a weekly tracker, so I might put those over here. That means I'm handwriting them all the time. To-dos, I can make a little bookmark. I don't know. So that has been my debate. Anyway, but I get in these moods. I will do this for a little while, and I'm like, oh yeah, I want to switch. And then I look at my weeks, and I'm like, oh, I don't want to switch now. I can usually tell when it's cycle related. Not psycho, please. Cycle. I pulled out my other one out of the box. I keep it in. Okay, now this is the same one. This is just on a spiral. This is bigger than an A5. A5. I was trying to look and see. Oh yeah. So my moleskin is like an A5 slim. So this is quite large. It's not quite the Erin Condren size, but it's big. I just attached this here to hold it closed. But this is their white paper version. So this has white paper in it instead of the yellow. So I did use this for a while. Got tired of it. Had little tabs here. These were from the Passion Planner that I had used before, which the Passion Planner Daily is almost the same concept as this. So, see, I like this. This isn't bad. I think I'm going to zoom in a little bit here. This is cute. You know, and I like a good spiral notebook. You know. I don't know if I would do spiral again, though. Anyway, it doesn't matter. There's the 3-month calendars. This is the rolling quarters, which is the same thing as a your pre-planning here. I tried to do meals instead. So, and then I use this one for my Fly Lady zones, routines, ideal week. This one has key projects now. Went right into the week here. So this, I did a bunch of distressed ink stencils in the background. I really got into this for a little while. I think they're beautiful. Some of these pages, like this is probably one of my favorites. So, and this paper is just as good as Erin Condren or Happy Planner. This will take fountain pen, this will take watercolor, this will take any of those things. You'll see here as I get further back that it takes all that stuff. So now this is their week, and it just goes across. I did the split, but this, they essentially just go across like this. And I did this because the split was for Saturday and Sunday. So I tried to do my work stuff and home stuff here. So anyway. So I really, and I found it stressful because I was using different books for different days, every other day. And it took me a little while to realize that if I'm going to do that, I'm going to pick one Happy Planner sticker book and use it for the whole week. Add other color, add other things, other full boxes, that kind of thing. But so we lost our puppy. So that was really hard. Here's another week. I used a kit from Boulder Bond. And then lab week, for the clinical lab, we had to do your favorite superhero character, 80s, or your birth year, or whatever. So that's what all this is. I just decorated my planner to match whatever the theme was. Now I did punch this to go in here, so it will come out. And this was my daughter's birthday party. So, and sadly, I did not journal. I have everything here, but I didn't journal. I'm so mad at myself. And these are watercolor. I watercolored the flowers in here. And it crinkles a little bit, but not bad. So, when you get real heavy like this, it crinkles a little bit more. See, some real dark watercolor in the background. I figured that out about myself. I don't like the real dark in the background. I like a subtle color. Anyway, so I used this for quite a while. Looking at this makes me want to go back. Okay, so here's the blank week. And all of this is related to goal setting. So, and they said notes here, but I use this for journaling anyway. But this is, you can't really tell on camera. Honestly, I'm trying. But this is a glittered gelato pen. And I used a baby wipe to kind of, they didn't really smooth out very well, but anyway. So, yep. Adding stuff in here. So, there's a bunch of pictures here. Oops. I had this because I was going to take notes, and then I am looking back on stuff like this makes me mad at myself that I didn't finish journaling. So, anyway, that's this. This is pretty much it now. This is what the blank days look just like the other one, but they're white. And then here's some distressed ink. This is that distressed, the bigger ones I was telling you about. This is really dark, really dark. I did some watercolor paint splatter back here for the heck of it. I was doing some stamping testing here. So super cute watercolor in my stamps and pen test page. And then my notes. This one doesn't have the sketching pages in it, which I'm very upset about. It does have an index, what I don't use. But anyway, so I had done a tracker and a gratitude for each month. But that's that. I really enjoyed using this. I really think for a daily planner, this is probably my favorite over the Passion Planner, which I'll show. I don't know if I've showed that before. I'll have to review my videos. Anyway, so thanks for joining me, you guys. Thanks for hanging out. It's been a little while. I'll get this up, and I hope everybody has a wonderful week, and I will talk to you guys soon. Bye, guys.